Hello everyone, welcome back to Purple Rose Crafts. Today we are looking at this super fun and chunky alpine stitch beginner level blanket. My daughter really wanted a lap blanket for the car, so that's why we're going with nice and warm and lots of texture with this blanket pattern. We are starting out here with our Bernat Blanket Brights in this beautiful hot pink color that she chose. It's called Pink Dazzle and it is a 6 on the super bulky scale. And we're going to use a 7mm crochet hook to crochet this blanket. So we're starting out here with a row of foundation double crochets. I started with 52 of those. If you want to start here with the sizing, go ahead to modify the sizes. This is just a lap blanket for a child. Starting out our next row, we are going to use just one chain, turn our work, and single crochet into each stitch across the row. This is going to be a single crochet row for every reverse pass of the blanket, and the real pattern starts on the next row, so we'll get there in just a moment. Alright, finishing off the row here, single crochets all the way. Now we're going to chain 2 and turn our work again, and now we're going to go ahead and begin the texture. So we're going to work our first double crochet down into the first row. You can see where I'm indicating there. Put your crochet hook around the post of the stitch and make your double crochet. If you need help with foundation double crochets, we've done those in previous videos, and I will link those in the description box below. The second stitch is a second double crochet, and it's skip one stitch from the current row and place the next double crochet beside. And that is going to be a repeat for the row. You're going to skip the double crochet at the bottom of the row and work into that first row around the post again, and then up into the top for the next double crochet. Now keep your double crochets for that long one nice and loose, otherwise you're going to end up with a lot of bubbling and your fabric's not going to sit flat. Alright, so double crochet and then long double crochet into the first row all the way across this next row. You might see a little bit of gaps happening between your stitches, but that's fine, just a little bit of airflow. But this is a nice tight and bulky pattern, so there shouldn't be much as far as gaps. Alright, so there's our first 3 foundation double crochets with our double crochets in between them. Finishing off the row here, this one, because it's a nice small blanket, it's nice and quick to work up. And of course the chunky yarn does that too. Then again, our next reverse pass is going to be a single crochet row as we did in the previous reverse. And then we are going to work our last row of the repeat back into the second row of double crochets that we just finished. And it's been a little while since I've posted here, guys, and I apologize for that. A lot of changes have happened in our family. We moved and started a second YouTube channel. We are building a homestead from scratch, so if anyone's interested in watching that, I'll link that channel down in the description box below as well. And you can see our family and just how crazy everything is now that we're moving off the grid. there's our last single crochet of the first row. Now we're going to come back and finish off the last row of the pattern. So we're going to work into the opposite double crochets of the previous row. So we're going to start here with the double crochet. And then our front post double crochet is into the regular double crochet from the previous double crochet row. Keep in mind, at the end of the row, you always want to end with a regular double crochet. So wherever you finish your stitches, or however many stitches you have on your row, you will do a regular double crochet to anchor the end of the row. I like to keep my regular double crochets here nice and tight, and then obviously the long ones are nice and loose. And you can see I'm sort of pulling up a little bit in that first yarn over to make sure that that long section has lots of room. All right. And we're just going to go ahead and continue repeating those rows back and forth until we get to our desired length. Now I showed you guys at the beginning the sizing, so if you want to jump back and catch that, I will include a timestamp below as well, so you can jump back to that and take a screenshot if you like for your sizing. My blanket turned out to be about 24 inches by 27, and then I added a couple of rows of double crochet, regular double crochet, just as our border. Nice and simple. All right, so that is our alpine stitch. We're going to go ahead and work up this blanket, and next time in the next video I will show you guys how to knit a raglan sweater, and it's going to be a multi-part video, so we're going to do knitting for a couple of weeks, and we will see you over there. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.